Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Idioms 354. The idiom today is either to have, give, or get an inkling, usually an inkling about something. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. The most common use is to have an inkling, which means to have a slight or basic or vague knowledge of understanding of something that exists or may be happening. Let's continue. The idiom is often used in the negative to mean you had no idea at all. So if you say you didn't have an inkling, it means really you didn't even have the smallest or slightest idea, so therefore you had nothing. Yeah, if you don't even have an inkling, you have no idea at all. All right, let's continue. The origin of inkling dates back to Middle English, when it used to be ninkling or ninhling, meaning a hint or a slight indication. Okay, so obviously it was spelled very different. It was originally spelled with an N. They say that inkling and tinkling were originally slight sounds. Okay, even today tinkle, tinkling, we could almost imagine that as a sound. According to the website Phrase Finder, the earliest known use came from alliterative romance of Alexander the Great. All right, in the early 1400s. Here is the quote. So we say we need this just to know that they're talking about Alexander the Great. Heard a ninkling, if his name, and natus him to rise, and actually exerted him to rise, or, caused him to rise. Okay, good. Let's continue. So that's the quote. That if you heard your mind, so basically this was the idea behind it, that if you heard your mind calling you, it was trying to get your attention to be aware of something. So when you have an inkling, it's because your mind is trying to give you a hint, be aware of this. So if we say you don't have an inkling, you mean your mind never called you to let you know about this, never gave you that attention. Okay, good. So according to the records, ninkling turned into inkling in the 16th century. The N was apparently dropped, so this could happen over time. So inkling originally used to be, I guess, with an N in the front, which perhaps it was pronounced ninkling at that time. Okay, good. And we have 3 examples of how you may hear it today. She didn't even have an inkling that her husband was cheating on her for years, so she had no idea at all. All right, number 2, he never gave anyone an inkling that he may have a drug problem, so maybe he hid it very, very well. Nobody had any idea at all. You could also hear someone say they didn't have the foggiest inkling about something. So this won't be used for stress, because inkling already is very small. You don't have that, but then now you're making it even cloudier. So it means really, again, absolutely no idea. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.